Just a few weeks ago, Joseph and Patrick King had a close-up look at some real fire trucks.
It has a big ladder.
And if you ask their father and their neighbors, it was a view that was a little too close.
It is a little scary how fast it went.
The fire started in a home 3 doors from the King's house. It was a bit windy out, and right before Michael King's eyes, the fire that started in the garage of one home very quickly spread to the house next door.
From the time I saw the fire, probably less than 5 minutes. And then I saw it go through the roof of this second house, and I thought it was going to hit the third house before the fire department ever got there.
Michael King didn't need to see any more. His house was next in line.
We had our van outside, and we were filling it up with our, picture albums and computers and all the stuff that, we wanted to save.
Firefighters in Prince William County will tell you the reason the fire spread so quickly down this block is that the homes are built too close together, about 11 feet apart in this case. 6 feet apart in these 3 Loudon homes that burned a few years back. 8 closely built homes were lost in December on a windy night in Virginia Beach. All of these homes, though, meet the current standards of the building code.
I can't recall any case that I've seen in my 24 years of experience where we've had 20-foot building separation where the fire extended to an adjacent home.
But these days, all over the suburbs in Virginia and Maryland, it isn't 20 feet. You're often in reaching distance of your neighbor.
Smaller and smaller lots are the trend.
James Williams of the Northern Virginia Building Industry Association says the closeness of the homes allows room for developers to build common green areas and subdivisions. The fire experts say this closeness problem is compounded by no real fire barrier in the outside walls.
It's an unprotected combustible wall with unlimited openings.
Which means there's no fire rating on it.
There's absolutely 0 fire rating, yes.
You can follow all the safety tips and be as fire safe as possible. But when you live this close together, when you can reach out and just about touch the wall of your home and the house next door at the same time, firefighters will tell you that your welfare often depends on the fire safety habits of your neighbor.
In this case, you are totally at the mercy of your neighbor, and in some cases, your neighbor's neighbor's neighbor.
It makes me a little bit nervous.
Michael King isn't the only one who's nervous. Firefighters are worried at the report of the next house fire, they will actually find 2, 3, or more homes burning. Dave Statter, 9 News.
We've got a huge dwelling fire here.
On a recent afternoon, there was fire coming out of every pore of this Baltimore County home. Even the grass was on fire. But firefighters say none of the neighbors' homes were damaged. Contrast this to Michael King's experience when a garage caught fire in his Prince William neighborhood.
It had started to engulf the garage and was, the flames were coming out of the garage.
How quickly did it spread to the house next door?
Probably less than 5 minutes.
Then a third house began to burn, all before firefighters got there. What's the difference between these 2 fires? Firefighters will tell you it's the distance between the homes. The Baltimore house is in an older neighborhood where homes are more than 20 feet apart. The Prince William houses are just 11 feet apart.
I think we're absolutely going to see a lot more of that in these small lot subdivisions.
The subdivisions are all over Virginia and Maryland, and the International Building Code allows the homes to be built as close as 6 feet apart.
It's really creating the conditions for the potential of an urban conflagration.
Firefighters point to this Canadian laboratory test, which shows that a fire in just a single room in the house on the left can spread to the house 6 feet away on the right in just 5 minutes. And the flames don't have to actually touch the house next door. The blaze can spread by radiant heat alone, which is what Michael King witnessed.
I literally watched the siding melt off the house, and just the wood turned black and went up in flames.
The answer here is a code change.
Prince William County Battalion Fire Chief Ray Scott has been trying to do just that since 1999.
Okay, this gap right here is 6 feet.
Just increase the cost of building.
But there has been resistance to changing the code from home builders like James Williams of the Northern Virginia Building Industry Association.
We have discussed this issue with the Prince William Fire Marshal for about 2 years. And we respectfully disagree.
The Prince William County Fire and Rescue Department says it isn't just a matter of how close these homes are. At 11 feet apart, they believe this would be acceptable if builders would just change the materials used to construct the outside walls.
The codes need to concentrate on improving that fire resistance in that wall.
Firefighters say another option is requiring sprinklers in single-family homes. But Ray Scott says the builders have resisted their efforts on most anything that adds to the cost of the house.
The issue of fire sprinklers, I think, is a very volatile issue within the industry.
As this battle continues, the fire in Michael King's neighborhood has taught neighbors a lesson that firefighters are preaching to those who live so close together. Even if the fire is in your neighbor's home, evacuate your home too. Dave Statter, 9 News.